Hello, my little munchkins, crones, and sunflowers. How are you tonight? Yep, it's late. We got started late, but nevertheless, I want to do a reading on DDG. Someone asked me about DDG, about his career and his music career, and they have a feeling that his music, whoever he's with, label, company, whatever, is not treating him right. And also, they wanted to know, is he going to be a good dad? I think DDG is a good dad. I can just say that because I don't know, but I just believe that he is because he's always having the baby and all that. Yes. Also, just a little tidbit of what I know. It was alleged that last month or back in April that DDG was out there cheating on Holly. I can say my piece on that. I don't know if DDG is cheating on Holly or has cheated on Holly in the last 2 months. All I know is that Holly went away to go to work. And I felt that DDG was going to have a hard time dealing with that.
Yeah, you did.
I felt that he would have a hard time dealing with it. And it was clear that, the baby was going to be with Holly. And I knew that he was going to have such a problem dealing with that. That doesn't mean that he would be cheating. Just the way he was so somber and sad about it. Mm-hmm. I just felt like he would have a problem. But that's a part of growing up.
Yes.
You grow up, you just can't go and bring another man or another woman in your relationship because things change. You're a girl out there working, and if that's how you felt about it, why didn't he just go out there and be with her? Mm-hmm. And what I know, what do I know? I know little, but what I observe, DDG wastes money. He blows money on clothes and jewelry. Just, to me, frivolous. Mm-hmm. You better save for a future, buddy.
Yeah,
because you don't know what your life gonna be. So, fame is fleeting.
Yeah.
So save your money. And with that being said, let's shuffle and let's see on DDG. That's all I got on him. Him and Holly are one of my favorite couples. And I know that people are always looking to break them up and finding fault. And my thing is, if Holly don't find no fault, I'm not looking for any. Because they still together, yes?
Yes, they are.
So, that's relationship. Some people stay in a relationship, and look, I'm not saying DDG cheats. Really, to me, I don't see why he would cheat with a beautiful girl like Holly. I don't see why Holly would cheat with a handsome man like DDG. I think they balance each other out very well.
They do.
I think he's a little insecure.
That too.
But rightfully so. But you're going to have a beautiful woman and a famous woman, then you're going to have to grow up and rise up to the occasion. Hold on to that. So maybe one day y'all can have enough trust where y'all can make this thing legal. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So this is nice. That would be very nice. They're one of my favorite couples, and I would hate to see, them break up over foolery, especially over DDG's insecurity and doing silly stuff.
Yes.
I would hate that, but what am I? So anyway, here we have for DDG, the Wheel of Fortune. So right now he's on a fake card. You too. So that would be the adulterous man.
Okay.
Because you can interchange the male, because we're reading about a male, so.
Gosh.
So he has been known to, go ahead. Oh, let me talk about this. Well, about DDG, he's like on a fake card right now. What do I mean? It's like how everything goes. Nobody don't know. It's up there. It's just there. It's the Wheel of Fortune. And where it spins, it spins. He has no control over what his future is going to be. He done already did his karma or whatever he's going to do. Now the wheel will decide for him. And what that would be, time will tell. Go ahead, baby Crone.
The apparent seductive man. Mm-hmm. And he, I guess, is attractive, and that's the best I got for him.
And if I were to add that to the Wheel of Fortune, if he has cheated, then it's coming back to bite him. Right?
Yeah.
All right, I see here as a block, I see that there is money to be made. As far as his career, there is an open path. It is bittersweet, but DDG has to want to do the work. You know, pentacles are about work. They're about being out there. It's about making that money or making whatever you want to happen. It's just not going to fall from the sky. You have to make it happen. The opportunities are there. You take it and you put your heart into it. What do you have?
I have some, yep, which goes back to that Wheel of Fortune. So, the best way I could put it is taking it with the Ace of Pentacles. He's coming into abundance, maybe in that sense.
See, when you have the clovers are short. It's a short luck. It's short. It's short term. It's nothing lasting. It's just a blip of time. That's what the clover is. And over here, I still have I have the rose. And these roses are in the wild. So I have the rose and the lily, which is bittersweet. Over there, I see that with the Wheel of Fortune, I think right now DDG luck is running out for him. He's going to have to make some serious changes. How old is he? 25?
Oh, let me see.
I forgot his sign. Tell me again. You know, it's time for him. He's going to have to do some grown-up things and start thinking more of a man and not like a child. You know,
he's a Libra, and he'll be turning 27 in October. So he's
a grown man.
Yes, and he's about to face his Saturn return.
See, that's what I'm saying. He's getting ready to give an account for his life because you see the Wheel of Fortune. You see the clover. And right here, he's going to have to start growing up and putting those childish things behind him because, you know, he's still young, but he's not young like that. He's closer to 30 than he is to 21.
Yeah.
With that being said, to his left, I see that he is a go-getter. He's a charger. He goes after what he wants. You know, he doesn't let nothing happen, but he could be reckless. You know, he could be reckless and he could be reckless and not really thinking clearly about what he's doing. Just go gun-ho. Like, act first and ask questions later. So he has to be careful to temper his emotions. He needs to stop reacting and think about what he's doing before he go rushing into anything. What do you have?
I have the book, which can represent secrets or like hidden things, and like you said, he's gonna have to give account for what he has done. So maybe that's why he could be a little bit more impulsive with the Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, rushing and dashing and doing things quickly.
Above him, what I do see that he's very generous with his money, with his material world, with his material game. He's very generous, and I can say almost to a fault. When I look at it, that it's over top of the Wheel of Fortune, he needs to rein in on how he's spending his money. The cards are definitely saying you got Pentacles, and then you got the Wheel of Fortune, and then you have that. Over there, you have an adulterer man. You have your luck's running out. And you also saying, and the books are being opened, you're about to be judged as you go through your Saturn return.
Yes.
On this right hand, what do we have? We have a very strong woman that's very lucrative, that's very earthy. What's her sign? She loves DDG. And she forgives him over and over. She too, right now, she's the one that's riding high. She's the one that looks like that is bringing in the money and making
She's an Aries in 24.
Okay, so he is 3 years older than her, right?
2 years.
Well, she's 25, 26 was 3 years. You
Yeah.
say he's 27, right?
Yeah.
So she's 24, so she's still young.
Yeah, she just turned 24.
Right. So my thing is anything 25, that's the end of your baby. After that, 26, you enter into your full-grown adulthood.
Right. Yeah, no, because when you say anything after 25, I'm like, oh yeah, she's 24, so she's still.
Yeah, he's got 3 years over her. So anyway, what I see that she's working, she's very lucrative, she's making money, and she's out there. At the bottom and at the base, I see justice. And if DDG do right, if he turns his life around and focus on his career, focus and make his family the priority, things will work out for him in his favor. They really will. But if he doesn't, he's going to be not doing good. It's gonna collapse. He's in a place now where he got to make some true decisions about his life and what he's going to do. He's not a little kid anymore. He's a grown man, and he's got a child. And right now, justice is saying, look, balance this stuff out. What's his sign?
A Libra.
And this is a Libra. And so it's saying, look, right now, if you balance out, everything will work in your favor. But if you keep blowing your money, not putting into your business, and all of this blowing money, going out, being extravagant, showing off, and all this, it's not going to work for you. He must turn his life around.
Yeah.
All right? Now, as far, baby, come, go ahead.
Oh, okay. So, what we have above his head was funnily enough, it came after the book, and it represented the letter. Again, secrets coming out, but also some form of contract.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had another type of flower, which was the roses.
And that's what I have. I have her with pentacles. So that's the sweetness of his life. That's Holly, the sweetness. She's the rose, because you had it on the same side that I have it on. That's the sweetness of his life. Holly. You know, I'm not saying Holly is perfect. I'm not. I don't know her. You know, they always say it's the quiet ones, right?
Yes, they do say that.
I'm not saying that, but I am saying that to me, just looking at them, they just seem like a beautiful couple. And I would hate for them to break up because of his folly.
Yes.
His foolishness. As far as his company goes and what's going on in the music business, I see a reconciliation. I see that there is still money to be made for him, but he's going to have to put himself out there. And it just seems like BDG is more on the outskirts, hoarding and not really putting in as much, wanting the money, but not really working on his business like he should be. And I definitely see that it is new beginnings. He probably need his new spark. He probably need to be regenerated again, because I think that maybe because something is handing him like to restart, you see it, like restart, you know, focus on your career, focus on your business. You know, there is a reconciliation, whoever he's working with, but he has to be willing to work at it. Grab hold of that ace of energy, that creativity.
Yeah.
It seemed like his creativity's been on a little down. He needs to really focus in on that. What do you have, baby? Come.
For his, for his business career, we have the gentleman popping up. So maybe he needs to take a more calmer approach, or like you say, step up to the plate when it comes to his career and really get committed with that career. And I guess
that's right, because I had the same thing where he needs to really be committed. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Be committed, and like to be committed, you have to be fully invested. And then maybe his creative energies on the down a little bit because he's focused on his child.
That's what I was saying. Yeah.
And hopefully maybe he can use this child as an inspiration to create music. Hey, write about what it's like being a dad. It might not be gangsta, but at least you're being true to yourself.
Right. And as far as what about him? Is he really feeling creative right now? Let's find that out. I feel as though, I don't feel as though he's feeling like he used to feel. It seems like he lost something. It's there for him, but I feel as though something is missing or something is blocking his creativity. But it is there for him. Yeah, I definitely see that there is something blocking his creativity, and maybe he got his mind on blocking his creativity. And I see that his mind is probably scattered to the winds, that he's probably got a lot of things on his mind, his baby, his girl. You know, the last I knew, I don't know if they finished the movie, she was gone away for a while, I think California or wherever she went to make a movie. I don't know, but it was maybe not California, but I know that she went away to take the baby. And I think that during this time, within the last couple of months, he's just been airy.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, just up in the air, maybe indecisive when it come down to his music. Got all these ideas and maybe not being able to put it the way he wants because his mind is being preoccupied with other things. Maybe with his domestic life. Mm-hmm. Maybe. What do you have?
Mm-hmm. If he no, it really doesn't seem like he's creative at the moment because we have the crossroads, which represents stuck in between, you know, maybe he's having this feeling of should I do music, should I not, but it's something I like, but I'm also not creative enough at the moment to put into what I do enjoy, and that could be giving him a sense of a burden because maybe he really wants to make music for the audience and the people that listen to him, but instead he's refocusing that creative energy on being a vlogger and a YouTuber.
Oh, is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's a rapper?
Yes, he's a rapper.
I thought he was a blogger.
No, he just recently switched over to vlogging.
He's a rapper?
Yes, he's a rapper.
He made music?
Yes, he makes music. You wouldn't believe it by looking at his YouTube channel.
He's a blogger?
Yes, a blogger / rapper. I think it's more of a blogger than rapping now.
So there I see, so let me go back. So I do see a reconciliation with the music and him. So he gave up his music for blogging.
Yeah, that's what it appears.
Did he sell albums? I mean, he was a rapper. Is there music he made? Mm-hmm. Was he a hit at one point?
That I'm not sure.
I didn't know that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Even Google has said that he's an American YouTuber and rapper. That's so funny. Let's see, when was the last time he had put out music? Last year. He put out... Oh, nope, he put out a song earlier this year. Okay, he's released some music this year. Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm saying. I said I see a reconciliation. I think that, you know, he's been hoarding and keeping from himself, probably getting more into the, but he has put out some music. Like I said, his creative juices. So that's right. I didn't even know the man was a rapper, to be honest with you. So I thought he was a YouTube blogger. I was just reading, and out of my ignorance, I was on point. Because I didn't even know. So right now, I think, like I said, I still think he has to put some things aside. And I think maybe he could still be a blogger, but put your music first. That was your first love at one point, right. You know, and I think he put it on the background. And I think that, like I said, I think that what he's going through is trying to figure out what is more lucrative. Him being a blogger and a rapper. And I think that's where he's at with this, but clearly he's choosing music. Okay. You know, what do you think?
Yeah.
You got the same thing?
Yeah, definitely that he's trying to cater to an audience, and I guess that goes back to the public of which one is going to get him more attention, and if you get more attention, that's going to bring him more money. So
that's it. He's catering to what is going to bring him more money. But in the middle, he's losing his first love. And that is music. Because apparently he must have started out as a rapper before he was a blogger.
Yes.
Oh, the cards make sense. Okay. Now, is he a good dad? I think that fatherhood here is a 5. And I think that it's an adjustment. I think he's going through an adjustment period. I think that, let me see. Yeah, I think that he's about anything for his son. Yeah, this is what I see. This is what I see. I see, anything that he could ward off to protect his son, he will. But DDG's got to settle himself down.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Because this is a 5. And you need to figure out what is it you're going to do. Are you going to stay out in the cold streets, or are you going to come home and do this thing right? It's like you're guarding, you're working, you're doing everything you can, but right there on an angle, I see that energy. You get up in your head, and I think that when he gets up in his head, I think it clouds his view. And I think he becomes more distant or more, what's that word I want to use? Not complacent with himself. And I think that he aims high, but I think that he has a lot of energy that flows through him and flow through his head, and it could be tumultuous. But I definitely see him as a provider, a protector, and I definitely see that he wants to provide for his son, and I definitely see that he wants to be the cool, calm, collective man in his son's life. But DDG is going to really have to make some decisions and grow up. And let me do another one. Yeah, I definitely see that he loves his son. Yes, definitely he loves his son. You really can't say nothing to him about his son because he loves his son. And I definitely see that there is something's going on in their relationship or with that probably keep him up at night. I think if he doesn't, something's going on. Go ahead.
What I had for if he was going to be a good father or not, we have the well.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had
that's the only reason why he would not be the best father he could be is because they broke up or something.
Oh, okay.
And I'm definitely seeing some sleepless nights that if he doesn't, this relationship will have some kind of turmoil or have some kind of repercussion. Mm-hmm. He's going to have to really straighten up and grow up and be more a man in his relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
And then the last thing that I had was the mask, which is so funny because, like you said, he could be. It goes back to him being a Libra, having that two-tonedness to himself, and because of that,
and he loves to find the things of life.
He does. He truly does. Which is honestly quite a Libra thing because Libra is ruled by Venus, and Venus is all about the loving of things that bring us joy. And then we have the well that runs deep. So therefore there could be back to that book again. There could be things that he keeps to himself, maybe buries inside. And that's not very good for a Libra because you put one face outside, but you feel a different way inside. And then he could sporadically act out, and that could therefore affect his relationship. Yeah. And this all surrounds him being a good father. And back to the point of if he doesn't straighten up in that sense, it could affect how much of a good father he is to his child.
Right. And I don't know how good of a father anyone can be if you're not with your lady part. Mm-hmm. And because it means you're a part-time dad. Yes. So my thing is that he has a very patient woman. She's very patient, but I think that sometimes DDG takes that for granted, and I think that he loves Holly, and I think that it keeps him up at night, and he stresses, and I think that he becomes insecure, and I think that when those feelings hit him, that's when he starts doing reckless things. Because when Libras are out of balance, they don't think rational. Mm-mm. Because Libras are the balancer of the scales. Of the scales of what? Of justice. And a lot of times Libras, even though they're the scales to balance the equilibrium, to balance what is their healing part that they do, we study today.
Yes, the kidneys, but also the hormones.
So when those hormones get out of whack, it's a tower moment. Yeah. So he has to make sure that he keeps himself healthy and balanced. What do I mean? Eating right.
Yes.
Eating well. Eating healthy. And being able to keep a good open relationship with his lady part.
Yes.
With his girlfriend. Mm-hmm. What else? Do you have a question?
I think we've covered it all, talking about his relationship and how that can impact him being a active dad and coming to the realization that he's stuck between being a vlogger and being a rapper. and at the same time, he just needs to find and figure himself out.
And it's not that he can't do both, but he's going to have to find a balance, because he'll feed one and neglect the other. He has to learn the balance. And that's one of the things that Libras have to do in life, learn the balance.
Yes.
They love the finer life. They love the beautiful things. They love it. They could be very selfish and self-centered, and they could get caught up in all of that. In this case, is what the cards are saying. Not all, I'm just saying this Libra is where this Libra is.
Yes.
But I definitely see that this is about a lot of air, and I definitely see a lot of air. I don't see a lot of air, but I definitely see air, and I see strong air that he really needs to control, make some strong decisions, stick by, and being a dad is more than just giving money, buying clothes. It's more than being a protector and guarding a home. It's about making a home. It's about making a home for his lovely lady, and doing the manly thing, and tempering his temper and his emotions, because if he doesn't, he is going to lose. The cards are saying it over here. Whatever he's doing, he got to pull it together. Be better at what you do. It is there for you. The goodness is there. You are really ready to go into your Saturn return, and that's going to be very rough for you.
Yes.
So you better start figuring this stuff out and getting it all together, because you got a good woman. She loves you, and be patient with her. You understand what I'm saying? So what I see in this, in the overall end, I see that they could be very happy together. I could see a celebration that even they're getting married one day, but it's going to take a lot for him to really grow up and really show Holly that he's serious, and that he's done with the world and pleasing the world and doing all that, but doing the right thing as a father and as a lover to his mate. That's what my reading is on DDG. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yes.
What we have to say to that? Sunflowers!